This is 93.7 Citizen FM, Abuja. Time for news on the hour.
Good evening and welcome to Citizen FM News at 6. I am Bolawala Makinde. President Bola Tinubu has arrived Bissau, capital of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau, for the 63rd ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. His first assignment was to the Nigerian contingent stationed in the country under the ECOWAS Stabilization Force, where he commended the soldiers and their commander, General Al-Hassan Grima, for their dedication and service to Nigeria and their host country. He assured them that Nigeria would continue to support democracy in West Africa and around the world. Brigadier General Grima, in his remarks, expressed appreciation of the troops to President Tinubu for being the first commander-in-chief in Nigeria's history to visit his soldiers outside the shores of the country. A federal high court in Abuja has, in a landmark judgment, ordered the disclosure of the spending details of about $5 billion Abacha loot by the governments of former Presidents Segun Obasanjo, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, Goodluck Jonathan and Muhammadu Buhari. The court ordered the government of President Bola Tinubu to disclose the exact amount of money stolen by Sani Abacha from Nigeria and the total amount of Abacha loot recovered, and all agreements signed on same by the governments of former Presidents Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, Jonathan and Buhari. The judgment was delivered by Justice James Kolawole Omotosho following a Freedom of Information, Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP. In his judgment, Justice Omotosho held that in the final analysis, the application by SERAP is meritorious, and the federal government, through the Ministry of Finance, is hereby ordered to furnish SERAP with the full spending details of about $5 billion Abacha loot within 7 days of this judgment. No fewer than 4,560 kilograms of skunk have been seized in interdiction operations in Lagos, Adamawa, and Osun by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, who also raided a Scoochies factory in Ogun and arrested 4 members of a drug syndicate, including 2 church officials, female staff of a courier company, and another lady involved in trafficking lethal opioid, fentanyl, in Delta State. The bust of the fentanyl cartel operating from Warri, Delta State, comes barely a month after 2 members of another syndicate were arrested at Ogbogu Market, Onitsha Head Bridge, Onitsha South Local Government, Anambra State, following months of intelligence-led investigation of the syndicates behind the dangerous drug, which is 100 times more potent than heroin and currently responsible for over 70% overdose deaths, as well as a major contributor to fatal and non-fatal overdoses in the United States. 2 female accomplices were also arrested in Warri in the course of investigating the intercepted shipments, include Naomi David, 28, a staff of United Parcel Services, UPS, and Stacy Njedika, also known as Nkiruka, 27, who is a business associate of Ayeni. The Police Service Commission, PSC, has approved the dismissal of 3 senior police officers over cases of misconduct and abuse of office. The PSC also approved the reduction in rank of the Commissioner of Police, CP, to Deputy Commissioner of Police and 8 other officers. A statement by Ikechukwu Ani, spokesman of the Commission, said the Commission took the decisions at the continuation of its 21st plenary meeting, which began at its corporate headquarters in Jabi, Abuja on Thursday, July 6, 2023. A tragic multiple motor accident on Saturday claimed the lives of 3 men in Abuja, while 4 others, including 2 females and 2 males, were rushed to the hospital for medical attention. This was stated by the FCT Police Command. The Police Public Relations Officer of the command, SP Josephine Ade, in a statement noted that the incident occurred around 12:30 p.m. in Dutse Bapma. Ade added that 4 vehicles involved in the accident had been safely secured at the police station. In foreign news, conflict-torn Sudan is on the brink of a full-scale civil war that could destabilize the entire region. The warning came from the United Nations on Sunday after an airstrike on a residential area killed around 24 civilians. The Ministry of Health reports that 22 were dead and a large number of wounded were among the civilians from the strike on Khartoum's sister city, Omdurman, in the district of Dar al-Salam, which means House of Peace in Arabic. After nearly 3 months of war between Sudan's rival generals, the airstrike is the latest incident to provoke outrage. Around 3,000 people have been killed in the conflict. Survivors have reported a wave of sexual violence, and witnesses have spoken of ethnically targeted killings. There has been widespread looting, and the United Nations has warned of possible crimes against humanity in the Darfur region. In sports, England has won the Under-21 European Championships for the first time since 1984 as Curtis Jones' goal beat Spain 1-0 in Saturday's final. In a dramatic final in Batumi, Spain's captain Abel Ruiz had a 99th minute penalty saved by Manchester City goalkeeper James Trafford to preserve England's record of not conceding a goal all through the tournament. And that has been Citizen FM News at 6. I am Bolawola Makinde. The news was edited by Lawrence Umwete. Good evening.
Looking for the best in news updates?
Yeah, man.
Listen to Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Now listen. News on the hour. 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and 11 a.m. 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. News at noon, 12 noon. News from across the states, 4 p.m. And our major news at 6 p.m. Citizen FM 93.